Oh, we need a light. What's up, y'all? It's just Carl here, man. We're going to try our hand at some more Daily Race B this morning. I know that many of you are hard at work, and I would be too, but I'm taking the day off due to certain political deals where I don't feel like dealing with the opposition to the common denominator. So, we're home for today. The job I do sometimes can be a little bit challenging with people that don't see eye to eye politically. And none more than the day after voting booths close than a better day to stay home. If I could talk this morning. A little bit tired. I was up late last night. Late last night. Welcome in. I don't know why I even considered the fact that it could have gone the other direction with that presidential election. But I did. Wasn't expecting a total blow-away election, y'all. Anyway, we won't speak on politics anymore, but it's going to be an interesting next 4 years. These new wheel settings on the DD Pro are phenomenal, y'all. They really are.
Good morning, Carl.
Morning, Mr. Baker. How you doing? Lighting in my house is kind of weird right now. I need to figure out why my camera is so dark. Does it look dark to you? Trying to see. Maybe we turn the brightness up. Good. Let's try this. See if it fixes it. Glad you're doing well.
Behind you.
Yeah, is that better? Should be, right? Yeah, there's a window back over to my left, and there's a window way over there to the right. Big glass door to my left, actually.
Much thumbs up, light skin tone.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Looks like we're starting P6 here. This is my backup account. It is a B currently, just barely a B. Lost A yesterday on this one. See if we can get it back on this race. Lots of A's in here. Should be an interesting one.
Trump 24.
Yes, sir.
Flag, United States flag, United States flag, United States.
Absolutely. You know, and I'll be honest with you, man, I'm one to keep the peace. So if it had gone the other way, I'd have done what I can to support that side too. But I'm glad it you know, economically, I'm extremely glad it ended up the way it did. We'll see what the next 72 hours looks like. Hopefully everybody can handle their emotional nonsense. Yeah. First time a Republican has won the popular vote in 20 years, folks, since George W. Bush. In fact, he got a good large chunk. I mean, over 40% Hispanic vote. That's, man, dude. It's wild. It says a lot about the situation. Look at this drifting. Oh, no. And we lose it early on. Alright, that's alright. You know, it was not.
Only the second to get a non-consecutive term.
Right? Yeah, pretty crazy, right? As we wipe out. I thought I was going to save that. I thought it was just going to be a really cool drift. That didn't work out so well. Yeah, dude. Making history, bro. Little blowout. Yep, as long as
100 years.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. As long as all of their constituents and the media, and which they won't, but the media needs to stop insulting based on old news that's not even true, right? Stop inciting bullshit references and talking about the past. You know, I believe that President Trump, that feels pretty good to say. I believe that President Trump will continue to try to unite people rather than divide. But if they don't fix the media, it's going to continue to cause problems. The wonderful thing is well, hopefully, because of the control of the House, right?
It's emotion and opinion and payoff.
Right? Facts. Hopefully, with control of the House and, you know, all of the things that come with that, we won't be seeing no speakers going after him for impeachment purposes over bullshit reasons, right? The drama, all the drama that he experienced in his last year, we all experienced in his last year of presidency. You know, if they can mitigate some of that and just say, you know what, let's unite and deal with what we have. We don't like the results, okay, fine, but let's accept what we have. And Trump should have done the same thing when he lost the election. But, you know, we all have different opinions about that. Either way, though, both parties need to just say, you know what, we have what we have. Let's make the most of it and not waste time with his bullshit impeachment efforts and all these nonsense stuff that happened during his last term, right? Because it could be catastrophic right now for such a strong victory, but to be resulted in freaking stupidity, more stupidity, and more drama in Washington, D.C. This country cannot afford any more of that nonsense. Sure, Trump's not perfect, right? But damn good economist. And if he can make the economy better, maybe all these other issues will just correct themselves, right? People are genuinely more happy when they pay less for things. And willing to accept more things that cause... Right? It's my first race today, so forgive me. I'm obviously not doing too good here. We'll see why I shut off ASM and I turned, or shut off counter steer and I left ASM on. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. see if we can make up any of this time, pay attention to the racing. Yeah, there's a lot of people extremely fed up with the bullshit, no doubt about it, including me. Go to the store and you sitting there and paying 3 times for a gallon of milk than you were, 4 or 5 years ago. And everybody's concern seems to be more about what it looks like than what it actually is, like all this nonsense. Fix the issues. Hopefully they can fix this inflation, and it's not just inflation, but greed by these companies like Walmart and, all the big corporate morons charging way too much for everything on top of inflation and taxation. There's so much that can be fixed in such a short period of time. We saw it last time. We'll probably see that again. The economy is going to take a long time to truly repair, but any progress is good, right? And then obviously the border control issues, right? I think even the Hispanics are tired of the illegals coming in here, regardless of where they're from. I mean, hell, there's an issue where some of the Venezuelans and other Hispanics, we're talking about Haitians, illegal Haitians coming in here and taking their jobs. The jobs that most, a lot of people here in this country don't even want, right? But those Venezuelans that are legal, the Mexican Americans, people that have been citizens for a long time, are pissed off because a lot of these other people are coming in here and doing the job for, a tenth or, 30% labor rates. And it's breaking their freaking wallets, man. They work their ass off. They're part of the good part of this country, Good people working hard to support their families, paying taxes, doing the things right, not breaking the law, entered in this country legally, They followed the rules, they played the game, right? They're pissed off too, just as much.
And I believe Trump's a shrewd enough businessman to do things the right way.
Yep.
Says a lot when lifelong dens during WAB.
Right. Yeah. I'm extremely excited to see, look at this guy, to see what happens, man. No doubt about it. I guarantee you he'll do better with this presidential seat than I did with this race, though. Secret Service needs to step up their game, though. No more of this nonsense that's happened. We don't need anybody getting hurt or killed, regardless of what side they're on. Do your jobs. He'll drain the swamp, though, once again. Start to drain it off. So I think with this race, what's going to happen here is we're going to be struggling at the A level, which is what's happening right now, which I screwed up some pretty basic stuff early on in this race. We'll do another lobby. I don't necessarily care about the DR on this account, So we'll do another one. We'll keep doing these races for a little while here. We got a few hours. My son's at school, so yeah, it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning.
My son was following it all night, face with tears of joy. He's only 16. Gives me hope for the future.
Yeah, that's a good sign. I mean, he's paying attention at least, and as long as his brain is not rotting based on what he's hearing from the news media, right? And we're not. Like I told my son said to me yesterday, he said, well, nobody wants and this is not something I'm happy about. And I need to work with him on his opinions. But he said, well, I don't think anybody wants a woman as a president. And I said, well, that's simply not true for me personally, right? I don't care what gender it is, what race it is. What, I care about, and I explained this to him. I said, I care about historical data. What has this candidate done for whatever they've done, right? Whatever they've been elected.
It has to be the right woman, though. Man shrugging, light skin tone.
Absolutely. What have they done in their past, right? What have they done? What historical data do we have that says this is the right candidate that will get the job done and put politics to the side, get those hostages out of
I'd have voted for Tulsi.
away from Hamas, resolve the issues between all these proxy wars and all this nonsense, recover the American hostages, number one. Stop that nonsense from happening any further. The economy and trust in government and all of these things can be established through achievement, not just words.
Absolutely.
I mean, I couldn't believe, even on the Trump side, I couldn't believe the lack of recognition for the problems. Do you think that it matters to those guys, those individuals being held by Hamas for over a year, what day it is? It don't matter, bro. Imagine being held hostage by an organization like that, and your country that you come from has done nothing. It done absolutely nothing. And that's basically what it's been for the last however many years. Like, they wanna get some freaking scumbag WNBA star out or get this person out or that person out, but you're not going to go rescue 7 of your American citizens just because they're not famous. Something ain't quite right about that. They're Americans. They're our people. Go get them. How can we run an operation, in a military operation, and go into countries like Iraq for these supposed weapons of mass destruction and go into Libya and wipe out Gaddafi, but you can't go recover 7 people from an organization like Hamas? Are you serious? Mind blown. So, I expect... Yeah, well, it's big facts. Big facts, What's up, everybody? Hopefully the political conversation doesn't drive all of you away. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, hit that bell, subscribe if you wish.
To be the Dem philosophy.
Right. Yeah. Well, a good friend of mine yesterday said something to me. He said, and I believe this applies to both parties, but in regards to the Democratic Party specifically, he said,
tears of joy.
He said, if it wasn't for the double standard, there would be no standard, Carl. And I said, yeah, you're right, dude. Where'd that come from? I don't know, man. I heard it somewhere. The funniest thing I've heard, but true. If it wasn't for the double standard, there would be no standard. I think we did our oil change twice, but that's okay. Why not, We got lots of oil here in this country. Lots. Let's use it up, What can I say? It's not a Tesla.
That's pretty profound.
Isn't it? Yep. It's reality, though. It really is. Everybody wants to take offense to every little thing. Like, call me a bad person because I can't stand the changes in the demographic within our country. And I think it's unacceptable to be unbiblical. Yeah, that's a word. Unbiblical, right? To change all these things about culture, try to change all these things about culture, human culture, right? Not just American culture, but human culture as a breed.
Victimization culture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this. You have a similar mentality to Emmy. Democrat and Republicans are the same thing.
Yep. They're all part of the same problem. They all eat off the same china. And I believe it's just a big show. I really do. Now, do I believe that President Trump is going to do good for the economy and better for our wallets and better for our gas tanks? Yes, I do, because we saw it, right? And I think that is the number one priority. Look,
one of the oldest tricks out there, divide and conquer.
Yep. Absolutely, gas and brake. If you did not go yesterday onto your phones, onto your devices, and buy crypto, you made a huge mistake, folks.
Big facts.
You made a huge mistake. You know, when it can be proven that the popular vote can actually win someone the spot on top of the Electoral College, of course, right? But it's double validation that even the Democrats are tired of it. But when it comes down to it, you're right. It's a lot of it. They're both the problem. They're both part of the problem. But at the end of the day, it's about what's in my wallet, what can stay in my wallet, what can stay in your wallet, right? How much it costs to feed your family, how much it costs to do things, and how much you're getting paid for your time. I'm not saying make minimum wage. Look, this minimum wage to $15 thing pissed me off because you can't pay a burger flipper $15 unless you're going to charge $12 for that fucking burger. And I'm not paying $12 for a burger. You know what I mean? Like, it's common sense. Common sense.
The market has jumped since they confirmed.
Oh, yeah.
Last I looked, it was over 1,200 points.
Yep. Yeah. The points margin is getting massive on the Dow, S&P 500, you know, all these things. The Bitcoin rate has gone way up. Dogecoin, I mean, all of them. All the cryptocurrencies are going through the roof. So, you know, I know a lot of us can't afford right now under today's economy, can't afford to be going out and spending money on a gamble, right? A risk like a stock. But if you were able to, you may be very blessed within the next short period of time if you flip it smartly. If you bought yesterday, wait 6 months, wait a year, see what happens. It's going to dip before it goes up, though, overall, I would say. It's going to drop a little bit and then go up. It'll be good today, tomorrow, maybe a week, and then it'll dip because there's going to be some efforts being made that are going to make things a little unstable for a little while. But it will happen. And they're going to blow that up, right? They're going to try to freaking make that a big deal like it's so-and-so's fault and this and that and the other. But just be patient. We saw it before, we'll see it again. Let the dog in here.
Gonna be a lot softer landing under Trump than it would be with Harris.
Sure hope so.
The problem isn't us making more money, it's them wanting to charge more, as if it's the consumer's fault they can't buy a fucking yacht.
Yep. Facts. Come on, Gannicus, come. Hey, come on. Oh, you're peeing. This dog, man. Come on. Come. Fine, stay outside. He's probably going to start barking mid-race outside, but it is what it is, I guess. Yes, sir. Yeah, stop pointing fingers at other, you know, individuals and start holding these organizations accountable. You know, cap the freaking the rate hiking. If a company pays $2 for a loaf of bread and sells it at $7, that's too much of a profit. You know, cap it at $5. Sell it for $2 or sell it for a $3 profit. I'm okay with that. You got to pay your people and all that, but you don't need to make 400% on everything. It's ridiculous. Come on, man. Oh my God. Alright, we'll give them space. Alright, let's get it back. I've never seen that fly before.
Like why we still using the dollar to cover basic human necessities like food, water, and shelter. That shit should be free. Then that.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily free, but I think that if they made healthcare, oh God, fuck, another one spun me. No surprise. Yeah, I don't think anything should be free. Personally, I think healthcare should be a lot more affordable, and healthcare companies should be required to actually do what they're supposed to do.
Money shouldn't be used to take care of our minimum needs. It should be for luxuries.
You know, there has to be a balance, Gas, right? There has to be a balance. I hear what you're saying. But I don't think food and water should be free.
The idea of a cap. Competition determines price of goods, supply and demand. Competition makes stronger economy and lower cost.
Yeah, in certain scenarios, I agree with you. But I still feel like companies if you watch like Walmart stocks, right? That money's...
Turn politics off for a second.
That money, I don't really care about the racing. I'm trying, but I'm not gonna cry about it. I keep getting spun out. All of these things are valid points, you know, and I respect your opinion. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't completely and totally disagree with it either. It's always an option. You're good. I started off the stream with politics. You know what I mean? I think that there's going to be a peace, right? I think that there's going to be a peaceful breeze of air. Yeah, right, Papa? Yeah. Well, that would require people to know how to put a tulip or a potato in the ground or a carrot in the ground, and maybe throw a line in the water once in a while and catch your food instead of buying it, right? Using your resources instead of buying pre-made hamburgers, maybe you'll kill an animal once in a while and use the resources like our ancestors used to do.
Go get some wins.
We'll see, man. If I keep getting spun, RJ, but I appreciate it. It spun out on this one early. They weren't even waiting, dude. I messed up, and then they just said, "Oh, I'll hit you as I go by." That's what it is. This is my sacrificial account, though. And Papa saw that, obviously. He said, if you didn't misspell your account, maybe you'd do okay. Embrace the suck. Embrace it. Now, if you guys didn't see, I posted a video yesterday. A couple of videos yesterday. One short, one full-length video. If you're on your DD Pro, man, go check it out. These are different settings. These are different settings that I'm using right now, so I'm getting used to them. Totally different, but you can really send it on these settings with these cars. Like, I was not able to drive the Lamborghini last week at all. You know, and I'm really able to do a lot more with it now. Now, one thing that's stupid about this track is the track limits right through that little chicane that I just went through. If you watch the world leader, it's insane how much he's pushing the track limits. I habitually do not utilize the entire track like they do. And the reason is, I think, is because it's not organic to me to put 75% of your race car in the grass. That's not realistic, right? But they're doing this, look. This crazy, like, over the hills. You can't do that in real life. A little bit, sure, but watch the world leader's lap time, y'all. And it's crazy. It's nuts the way that they're driving this track. And I'm going to try to match it so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. See if we can get a decent lap. I was hitting 143's last race. I'm a 140 point something my quality time, so got to get it together and throw up a lap that's decent. But they're doing this. Look, they're way up here. And way wide, and they cut these turns. It's insane what they're doing.
Your top times will always be hitting the limit to literal centimeters.
Right, but it's, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very realistic to me. This, right, they game the game, no doubt. This right here, look, watch. This is what they're doing. Going like this, through the grass.
Hi, Carl.
Okay, how you doing, sir? Welcome. Yep, you're not wrong. They're gaming the game, no doubt. But to run that wide and not get a track penalty is insane to me.
I feel like I push hard, but I'm usually 3-4 seconds off the top 10. Morning, RJ, Flocka.
Oh, Plaka's in here. I didn't see Plaka. Appreciate all you fine people coming by. PhD in the house.
I can't do it either, Carl roll.
Yeah, dude. It's... Man. I mean, I'm not touching my main account unless I get used to this track, like on this secondary, right? Oh, is Enrique Plaka? Oh.
Enrique equals Flocka.
Ah, God, Carl. What are you doing? Yeah. Putting it together now. Thanks for the intel on that. As we spin out. Dead last, Joe.
Is of track traction turned to weak? Fade spinner will destroy their chassis.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the traction's like. I don't know. This one's not as bad as Race C though, dude. Race C for me is so slippery, bro. Like, Race C is terrible. And Barcelona's not a bad track, but that, for some reason, Group 3 and medium tires on that track is a bad combo. I'll try not to get quite as distracted next race, and maybe we'll hold on to a top 10. We'll see. I'm capable of race pace of 141.
All screwed up for me.
Yeah, for sure, Papa. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm good with Group 1, Group 2, and Group 4. I'm decent with Group 4, usually. Yeah, I got a pretty decent, last week was really good. Got a pretty decent quality time already on here, but I'm not hitting it in a race. I think it's because I'm distracted, but it is what it is. I'm not mad. Like, let's see how much we're going down on these races. I'm curious. Yeah, I haven't dropped much. So I ran it once last night, lost A. Right. And this is my backup.
On Group 3. I'm at a 42.0.
For race C. Here's where I'm at. I'm sitting at a 140.8. You know, 140.8 is a pretty good quality time, but I'm better at qualifying. Granted, I run it behind a ghost, you know, but I'm better at qualifying than I am racing. Yeah, race C, I'm like 5 seconds behind the world leaders. I put a couple of laps in, but I'm not there, man. We'll do one or two more of these and see if they start getting better. And if not, maybe I'll move over to race C because I don't particularly care about the driver rating on this account. I'm gonna shut ASM back off though. We're gonna go no assists and see how it is again.
Did you try Jag here?
Not yet, no. You think I should try the Jag? I don't think I've ever driven that car. I don't even know where to put the brake balance at on this thing. I've been one to the rear. I don't know where I was at last race. I don't.
Jag myself.
Are you? Are you running ASM with it, Papa?
-2 for Jag. For the chicanes.
Yeah.
Which car are you using?
Lambo. Huracan. Shouldn't have gone down to third there. Yeah. Better with ASM. Better with ASM on. Let's go up and throw a ghost up. I thought I did that.
What's up, Carl?
What's up, Mustang Chuck? How you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Struggling this week, Mustang. Struggling, brother. A little bit. Granted, we haven't put a whole ton of time in yet. Put maybe an hour in last night. Cool, cool.
Mr. Mustang.
Sir.
I hear ya.
Not too worried about it though. We're not running our main account. I'm gonna leave that at you know 60, 70% A, whatever it's sitting at right now. I'm gonna leave that there, unless we can start getting some decent race pace here. I can start hitting 140s race pace, then I'll go over to my main, or at least 141s consistently. Is that the one I backed out of? Was that the one? No, the game froze, dude. I think that's the one the game froze on. You know, I had one where the game froze. And I had one, there were PhD members in there, and I got pissed off and quit. Because I sucked. Sucking leads to being spun out by other people, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. If you get spun, you have to take, you know, some responsibility in it yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't practice for that race at all. I just went in there cold. And I placed 8th on one account. Right after that race, actually, I went and did it again and got 8th. And then I think I ran it again and got last again, and then I just said, screw it, man. Is what it is. Yeah, I haven't been a big fan of manufacturers or Nations Cup this last couple of seasons. Most of the car and track combinations are not really my thing. Like, why are we going to run Nations at freaking Route X? Like, what is that? You know what I mean?
I'm surprised that I got a top 5 after someone muted pops into me and shuffled me to the back.
Oh, wow. People just out here yeeting folks. You know, I'm really excited to see what this new Assetto Corsa game brings to the table. Excited to see what the new Assetto Corsa has to offer, honestly, because of the penalty system on this game. I'm not really happy with the state of this game when it comes to that penalty stuff. The lack of accountability on this game pisses me off over and over and over. Now, like last week at the end of the week, on Saturday and Sunday last weekend, I'd gotten pretty good about staying up in the top 5. It wasn't a problem, really, for the most part, right? But as soon as you drop out of the top 5 in these races, you just get pushed around like you're...
Yeah, like I said, Pops, I saw it was you who hit me, so I figured either I deserved it or someone sent you into me.
Yeah. Why am I in A+ lobbies? It's like there's nobody on or what? Alright, another opportunity here. Let's see if we can hold it together. Oh, DeCrawler's in here. DeCrawler was a problem last week, y'all. Do y'all remember DeCrawler? You A+, AA, and A+ drivers? Did you guys see him last week? He's saying, good to see you again. Yeah, you too, buddy. What he doesn't realize is this isn't my main. Greasy's in here, bro. Let's go, Grease.
I was like, I don't think I did something I shouldn't have, did I? And I saw the replay.
Yeah. Has Papa lost his mind, or did he get pushed? Definitely got pushed, didn't you? Greasy. YouTube Greasy, man. He's one of the guys I follow. You guys follow him? Greasy Sasquatch, or what is it? Greasy something? I always go on his streams and say, keep it greasy. Keep it greasy.
Sam Squinch.
Sam Squatch, yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah. No.
Hey Carl waving hand.
DMC in the house. What's up, man?
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Gonna make a valid attempt at paying attention this time. I am tired, y'all, so that has a little bit to do with stuff, but so DMC, you see what happened in that turn right there? This is exactly why I like these DD Pro settings. I wouldn't have been able to do that on Digit Gaming settings. Slide and recovery like that. The ascent starts to kick out on you, man. It's easier to recover with these settings. I don't know if you've tried them yet, but you should. Anybody on DD Pro, man, look it up, dude. It's on the shorts. What it is, it's gonna make you feel. It's gonna make you feel everything. Even when your tires are sliding, you still feel everything. Which is phenomenal. Nice, good stuff. I will say I'm not faster with it necessarily, but you can abuse the car a lot more. Like this Huracan, dude, I wouldn't be driving this Huracan right now without it, like without these settings. Nope. Jesus, man. Yeah, mine are 85 right now. Do go back and forth with the brake setting quite a bit. The load cell. Depending on the car, depending on the track, depending on a lot of things. How strong my hamstring feels that day. Whoa! Because I've got a permanently damaged hamstring muscle on my brake foot, on my left leg. So, sometimes it's too much. But if I get my foot placement right, and remember to move my foot, keep it toes up on the top of the pedal, 85 is a good setting.
Military injury?
Yep. Yep. I was. Oh, come on, Carl. We were doing tactical movement team training, convoy security training. I was running with a 240 machine gun and a couple of ammo cans in my vest and juggernaut shit, you know, heavy equipment on me, and sprinting. Just a few years ago, it wasn't that long ago. You know, 37, 38 years old, so it's like 4 years ago, you know. Sprinting with all that weight, probably, I don't know, probably 65 pounds of gear, the machine gun, the ammo, the extra belt, all of it, carrying all of it, sprinting, doing mass casualty drills and all kinds of different elements of training. Acting like I was 25. You know, being stupid for training purposes, because you train like you fight and fight like you train. So that was always my mentality. And I'll pay the price for that for the rest of my life, is what it is. There's nothing they can do, because it's not medically necessary to fix it, according to the VA. So, it's another issue I hope gets fixed. Get back into politics, watch out. Yeah. The VA has been on an incline, even through this terrible period of presidency.
Injury-wise is about on air deformation on my right pinky from doing up. Well, nothing that's cropped up yet.
Right. Well, that's good to hear, you know. Just always keep your mind and your eyes and your ears open, because a lot of things, you know, I don't have anything incredibly serious. I think the worst thing with me is my mental state, right? I tend to get incredibly anxious around large groups of people, especially if I can't see ways of egress, or I hear conversations going on behind me of things that aren't even regarding me. But I don't know. It's all part of the deal with my experiences in Iraq and Afghanistan. And what I've been told is that because of the fact that, you know, I won't get into deep details on this, but not on here, but because of the fact that a friend of mine, what happened to him in close proximity to where we were at, in Fallujah, Iraq in 05. Yeah. It's an issue for me. That's all I'm saying. And things will and do get better as long as you seek professional help and talk to people about what your things are, and kind of try to find a circle of people with a common ground, you know. No, it's just one or two allies, right? That's an asset to me. Just having one or two people that know how to listen more than they do talk. People in all cases, regardless of military or not, if you've experienced any kind of trauma in your life, you know, from your perspective, right? It's not even necessarily trauma for other people, but for you, maybe you experienced something that became a traumatic experience for your personal perspective. Changes you as a human. Changes the way you react to your surroundings. You know, and Papa knows, you know, he's a veteran. A lot of you guys, military service, Leo was in the Army. You know, a lot of the people that we surround ourselves with are prior military. And then there's a lot of other people that weren't military that experienced things in their lives. You know, maybe they grew up in a terrible domestic situation, right? Maybe their parents were fighting when they were kids, whatever the case. If you experience anything traumatic, it changes your wiring. It makes you look at things differently. And if you don't know how to deal with that change, it can cause, you know, the 22 a day deal, right? It can cause a lot of toxicities and negativity in your life and everybody surrounding you, right? Because of that. So, and really that's why I choose not to drink, is because it's a depressant. No problem, you know, I'm not here to judge, but me personally, I choose not to drink because it makes it worse, right? My problems just get inflamed. Delusional. You often be, if you're happy, me personally, my experience is, if I had a good day and I decided to drink 10 years ago or whatever, I would become delusionally happy, right? And long span, right? I'd drink day after day after day after day every day. It was always the same deal, all right? I was working, but my goal of that day was to get back to my bottle of whatever that choice was, right? Jack Daniels or beer or whatever it was that day. But it was always about planning when can I have my next drink. It was never about planning when can I fix these issues, when I didn't realize I had issues, right? Drinking problem? No, I ain't got no drink problem. No problem drinking at all, as the song says, right? But looking now, it's not an issue anymore for me because I don't even think about it. I just don't drink. I choose to use natural breathing exercises and go for a walk here and there. I'm not in the best shape of my life, but go for a walk here and there. Maybe play with the dog, right? Play with the kid. Do whatever you got to do to try to relax and cope that way rather than taking a bunch of medication. And I mean, I do take some medications because I have to, but I minimize that, right? Minimize it. And try to just use breathing exercises and go woosahs, just kind of relax and not worry about the things you cannot change, right? It's one of the philosophies in Bill's story and AA and
Military life changes you regardless of your experiences.
yeah,
There's
big
certain behaviors I just can't stop. Nothing
facts,
bad. More funny or a little W.
right? Yeah, there's a lot of little things. There's a lot of little things that we do pretty regularly that civilians are like, "What was that?" But if I walk up to the counter and I go like this on the counter, I wipe it and I look up my hand and I see dust. I'm looking at my son, I'm like, "Have you dusted?" That's not something that most civilians do. And if you hear room inspection, you're in the military. Right? Are your hands cold? Take them out of your pockets. Are those socks the right color? Is your mustache trimmed to a quarter inch off your lip and,
My
not on the
coping
corners?
mechanism mainly is sim racing, gaming in general, and nerd stuff.
Yeah,
Takes me into a fantasy world for a bit.
facts. It's hard that, my problem now is moderating that, right? This is my addiction. No doubt about it. Hands
Sim
down.
racing is probably a really good thing for you.
Yeah. Or sim crashing, right? Um, but I really I really do enjoy being part of this community. And I do chase the clout sometimes. You guys know, some of you know that I'll chase down the clout. Like I'll stomp on an opportunity to make an idiot feel more stupid than what he is, right?
Lol, this is a
Especially
way better addiction than alcohol.
facts. Yeah. Um, I stir the pot, man. It is what it is. I don't stir the pot. What am I doing? I don't stir the pot with the PhD name, right? But you guys know. Some of you have seen some of the stuff that I've accomplished.
My
But at
favorite holdover is whenever I have to get up in someone's grill at work. I'm a jail cop. The knife hand always comes out lol.
yeah, what are you doing, man? Unfuck yourself, right? You shit sandwich. He's got Irish pennants, the Navy thing. He's got Irish pennants all over his shirt, man. Get some fingernail clippers real quick, or get a lighter and burn that crap off. Burn the strings off his hems and his buttons. God, dude, fix your gig line. Things like that. It's not things that it's not normal. It's normal for us. It's not a
I
common
try to make an
denominator.
excuse and interrupt them with stop talking. Lol.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to step out here real quick, y'all. Give me about 1 minute. I'm going to go and fuck myself. What was that, 3 races in a row
It's
where I either
rarely
got
when it
spun out
comes
or
out
spun
well.
myself out and ruined my race?
You've gotta really deserve it.
right? Mustang, what branch were you, bro?
Army. I actually had a few Seabees working for me in Afghanistan even though I'm from the Army side.
Yeah, I worked for an Army staff sergeant that was this giant piece of shit for security in Jalalabad, Afghanistan, for just a little bit. I hated working alongside the Army because they never had what we needed. We could tactically acquire things from the Marine Corps and soft units and things like that as needed, right? And nobody
When were you
complained.
in Afghanistan?
2007, 2008 in Afghanistan, 2003, 2005 in Iraq. Hopefully my mic is coming through okay. I'm outside. 07, 08, Afghanistan. Spent some time in Bagram, spent some time up in Jalalabad, and some other compounds throughout the AOR.
Yeah, it's good.
Good. Spent quite a lot of time in Paktika province. We didn't go to Afghanistan. I didn't get to Afghanistan until much later in the war. I joined the military. I joined the Navy in August of 2001.
I was 11-12 in Afghanistan.
Gotcha.
Camp Clark outside of Salerno and NPTC Wardak.
Salerno, wow. Forgot about Salerno. I haven't heard that name in a long time. So, my tour in the Afghan trash can, I was assigned to a task force. And I can't get into the too many weeds, too many details, but I was assigned to a task force, and it was a very interesting time period of my life, no doubt about it. So my job was air conditioning, refrigeration, and plumbing. Well, Afghanistan, there really wasn't a lot of plumbing to do because when I got there, it had already been established. We weren't building new fobs, new cobs. We were maintaining and upgrading, but not building new ones. So I put in a lot of time insulating facilities, putting in upgrade packages, air conditioning, more permanent type facility upgrades, security stuff, doing those kinds of things. But I moved around a lot that deployment. I mean, I moved around a lot because the utilities men side of the Seabees, the UT field is an incredibly small rating. It's a small MOS, right? MOS. You've got builders, you've got tons of builders, you've got tons of equipment operators, you've got tons of mechanics, you've got tons of most of the other ratings. But the UT rate was tiny. So I was when I made E6, I was one of only, I think, right around 100 Navy-wide at the time in my career field eligible for E7, 100, 150 Navy-wide. So very small rating. So we were highly desirable by the SEAL commands, the soft units. We had billets in every different organization. I mean, the Army had IA billets for us, GSA billets, whatever. Long tours, 15-month IAs. Mine was a unit deployment with my CB battalion, but we were augmented to a different element for different reasons. Pretty interesting deployment, though. Didn't see a lot of a lot of the things I saw in Iraq and Afghanistan was a totally different element. You know, we didn't do ground element. I wasn't on the ground. Like, we didn't freaking move on the ground. Iraq, we moved on the ground. I don't even know how many times I convoyed all throughout Iraq. You know.
Working with SOF.
It was and it wasn't, because a lot of those guys have, like, it's a different mentality. It's a different mindset. You know, it was cool because we knew we were protected. But at the same time, it was bad because I didn't really fit in with those guys all that well. My mentality was different. You know, I wasn't kicking in doors, shooting bad guys in the face, right? That's not my job. We shot back as needed, you know, and I had a few experiences, I could tell, but in Iraq, but in Afghanistan, it was, you guys are supposed to be engineers or construction, you know, per se, right? The combat element side of it really, for me personally, during my tours in Afghanistan, or tour in Afghanistan, it really wasn't part of my role. Fire superiority, you know, in Iraq, we were all part of that, but not in Afghanistan. Because of who I was working for. You know, those guys handled business on their own. They didn't need a bunch of squids to assist. Where I was, anyway. You know. And Jalalabad was a large base. It wasn't as big as Bagram. Bagram was massive, obviously. It's the main hub. I mean, hell, Bagram was a salute zone in 07, 08 when I was there. Walking down Disney. I don't know if you ever went to Bagram, or what they call Disney. The main BX. Nice parking job you guys are doing there. Walking down the road, getting saluted by junior Army lieutenants because they thought that a crow and a chevron, they thought I was a colonel. Apparently, you know, the petty officer emblem is a bird. What's up, Rob? Appreciate it. Oh yeah. Coming in and out of BAF, and oh, it's crazy, man. I don't know how many times I got saluted. I was at E4, E5.
Was just coming back from Oran, the flights closed down for the night before.
I didn't know Sal got breached. That happened in 2012. See, I lost contact intentionally. Actually burned the bridges with a lot of people after probably 2010, 2011. I disconnected. Oh wow, that's terrible. Yeah, I put a lot of stuff in, a lot of concrete in Sal.
Have a great day, everyone. Tonight, hopefully.
All right, Rob. Appreciate you, man. Have a good day.
Bad guys running around in army camo inside shooting at the good guys. Hey, Rob.
So that happened in Iraq. We had a insurgent, you know, bad guy, right? We had a bad guy that had escaped the prison in Fallujah. And the Army and the Navy both failed miserably when it came to securing that prison system, that EPW camp. I mean, it was a miserable experience for the United States at the time frame. It was shortly after Abu Ghraib happened, but you know, it was exposed, all the stuff that happened. The guy escaped and was running around. People were being complacent. He got a AR, an M16 or M4 out of the backseat of one of the Humvees parked at the DFAC. One of the young troops left his gun, left his weapon unattended, and got a hold of that and just started popping off rounds. Luckily, that situation was resolved pretty quickly. with lots of lead. I didn't last very long, but scary situation when you get an intruder or someone that looks like someone who belongs. You know, he found a uniform. He was all ready to go. You know, had the intel. They found out. I think I heard at one point that they found out that the guys, when they were getting captured on purpose just to gather intel on camp. And also because some of the contractors were dirty. They were getting pace counts from the ECP. Yeah, getting pace counts from the ECP to the LZs to, you know, ammo supply points. I mean, they're gathering intel. The entire time they were just picking up trash, you know, and things like that. Contractors, the porta potty contractor, which I never agreed with having in the first place in Iraq, because I mean, we had 4 whole burnouts, man. You can burn your own fecal matter with diesel fuel, mixture of diesel fuel and gasoline and in a half barrel. You know, we don't need porta-johns, right? Keep the burnouts, keep the Iraqis out of the camp. Like, we were campaigning for that. And, you know, obviously certain elements don't want to listen, right? The dirty war money. There's so much going on, you know. Nothing you can't find on Google, though, folks. I'll never expose anything that I'm not allowed to talk about.
My dad was in it on the Valdez, which was a destroyer escort. I was actually a chief in the Sea Cadets. Then I went Army.
Yeah, I actually was on the way, you know, I was getting ready to leave for Army boot camp in July, in July of 2001. I was talking to the Army recruiter right at my 18th. I mean, I just turned 18. And the recruiter literally forgot about me. He never processed my paperwork. And I needed an out, like, pretty fast, so I went to the Navy and left. Oh, I'm bouncing off this guy. Ended up not doing the Army. You know, what was funny is, I was, like I said, I thought I was going to be going to boot camp in the Army. Like, I thought I was ready to go, you know. And I ended up graduating Navy boot camp late 2001, like right after 9/11, October, sometime around October, maybe whatever that 9 weeks is, from August 9th to then, you know, in October, November time frame. Yeah. And the guy, I'm on leave from what we call A school, which is AIT in the Army, you know, after boot camp. I'm on leave for Christmas, and the Army recruiter was still trying to get a hold of me. I guess they figured out that they forgot about me or whatever, and the staff sergeant got a beat the shit for missing out on a bunch of recruits coming out of my high school. I'm from rural Illinois, you know, a little ways south of Chicago. Cornfields, bean fields, you know, football, all the Midwestern country boy kind of like hick life, right? Deer hunting. You know, good people out there, good, strong military candidates, right? Back in the 80s, even the schools, you know, the PE class was there to train you how to join the military. They were turning people into soldiers from the age of like 8 on, you know. It's not like that anymore. But yeah. So he's like, hey, you still want to join, man? We're very sorry. I'm like, dude, I'm already in the military. Dude, I know how to join the Navy. He's like, well, you're a fucking squid. I was like, yeah, you suck at life, dude. You know, and I'm thankful that happened, because that was a better result than last race, yo. They're behind an A+, greasy there. So we'll see. We'll keep going. We beat a couple A's here. Definitely going to be an up arrow. Talking about this stuff, my brain is like the cogs are like starting to kind of loosen up a little bit, you know. You make it.
Lol. Hate to leave good company, but the wife is awake. Gonna go chill with her before she has to go to work.
All good, brother. Appreciate you hanging out, man. And Mustang, I appreciate your sacrifices, my brother. You need to let me know if you need any help with the VA. I've figured out some things. So hit me up if you need anything. Take care of yourself. Where you finish at?
No worries, man. Thanks for the support, Google.
Of course. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna change the oil again real quick, y'all. There's a pretty big gain on DR for 8th place. Like, all those A's in there. Change something real quick here. Dun, dun, dun. I need to buy more Group 4 cars on this account. This is a new account, y'all, so, you know, it's... I don't have a lot going on here yet. Yeah, this one I've only got just 122 sport mode races. 13 wins, 59 top fives. So it's a new account compared to the others. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you. What y'all up to today, man? Hopefully you woke up with a smile on your face this morning. about 3 minutes till race matchmaking begins. Sure, a quality lap real quick. Hey, brother. Gain time there and then lose it back. I don't understand that. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright, let's go. Starting P3 this time. Nope. Can't park there, dude. What is this guy doing? Okay, thanks. Come on, wide open, let's go. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get this win. I don't know, man. Okay. He's hanging with us, but I'm gaining on these long sweeping turns, usually. Let's see if this was the same. Nope. He stayed with us that time. He made a killer time. He must just be chilling, waiting. Trail braking into that turn helps a lot rather than going down to first. I think he might get us here. It's alright. It's fine. I'll get inside. Oh no, Carl! Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go! Sometimes it feels like it's harder to get the car to hug the inside curb when you're in the slipstream. Interesting dynamic of airflow in this game when I'm not even in the slipstream. It's like the dirty air impact is a lot farther than the slipstream impact. What's up, Jazam? Appreciate it, brother.
Get page 1.
Well, I'd sure like to. I had it. I screwed up. I was in the lead the first 4 laps. Yeah, he's got us. That's alright. It was a good race. He wasn't dirty. He put the heat on me, and I felt the pressure, and pop! The pressure vessel explodes. Appreciate you swinging through, Shazam. Everybody hanging out. And take a P2. That's the best finish yet. So. All B's in here. This is my secondary. Actually, it's my third account. This isn't my main. If you notice, it's spelled differently. It's I''TS instead of IIT''S, like my main account is.
What's your time here?
140.8, I think, on this account. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sitting 140.889 right now. My main account is slower. I haven't done a lot on it yet. I was in the G7 around 141.6. But as you can see, the leaderboard here, it's pretty much the Huracan is going to be the GOAT. And with these new wheel settings, if you don't know, if you're on the DD Pro, I got new wheel settings. We dropped that video yesterday. There's a short and there's a full-length video on my channel. Go check it out if you're on the DD Pro. You're going to want to know. I promise you, you're going to want to know. The settings are, they're iRacing settings. Ferrari, really? Huh. We'll keep going with the Lambo for now. What's your lifetime in the Ferrari? Papa recommended the Jaguar.
$40.811.
Okay, yeah, you're right there, so. I don't own any of those cars on this account yet. We'll go ahead and go buy the Jag and the Ferrari here real quick. Go buy the Jag and the Ferrari and run a few laps before this race starts with those cars and see how it goes.
-3 BB.
Alright. Appreciate it. And give it a shot. We want to buy the Jag real quick. Assuming that's F-type. Yeah. We'll have these. Man, I have time to run a lap right now. It's the next race start. Ten after. That's the Jag. I just bought the damn things. Put them on the car. What is that nonsense? Just run a quick lap with it and see how it feels. I don't think there's any Ferraris on the leaderboard. Yeah, we'll just throw up a Huracan Ghost real quick. You said -3? Probably don't need ASM with the Ferrari, I imagine.
Yes.
Alright. Just run one quick lap and see how it goes. A little understeery there. Probably because I shifted down to third and shouldn't have. Just a shift there. Things that make you go, This is worth working on. This is worth working on. I appreciate that. It's worth working on. 2 minutes. We'll do this one. We'll do this one in the Huracan, then we'll work on that Ferrari some more. Let's see if I can keep busting out. If I bust a faster lap time in it in between races, then we'll run it. And I'll be right back, folks.
Coast a little more in the long corners.
Tough at nails? Tough as nails? Coast a little more in the long corners? Okay. So wait to get back in the throttle? What do you mean am I tough as nails? Of course I'm tough as nails. Of course, unless it's a flathead screwdriver, they beat me up pretty good. And welcome in, Navy Tiger, by the way.
Nails really aren't that tough if you think about it. They bend very easily. Lol, randomness for today.
Right. Tell us a story by hitting that like button, Navy Tiger.
This one time, at band camp.
Hit the like button or my DD Pro will follow you home. Now, I don't know what your relationship is with kosher hot dogs in band camp, but that's between you and the package. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I got an idea. Let's not put the G29 on the rig today. And put holes in our fingers.
G9 odd luck
Durga. Thank you. Durga. I gotta look back in the stream and see what Papa said about the Jaguar. I think he, said the brake balance in that car in the live stream. I'll have to look back. Forgot to turn ASM back on, so we'll see, y'all.
-2.
And the Jag. Appreciate it.
practice race tonight for tomorrow?
That's the plan. But it was a late night last night, so it's gonna depend on energy levels. But that is the plan, to run at least one practice race tonight for tomorrow's league race. If you guys don't know, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time, we announce 1 hour long endurance racing. Myself and Navy Tiger, we announcing it for NTRL, Navy Tiger Racing League. Find us on Discord, find us on YouTube, my channel, his channel, Navy Tiger Racing. You see him in the chat, y'all. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel for awesome content, iRacing stuff. Doing a lot over there, building that channel up, brand new channel, so we appreciate your support and your time.
You can watch the first few races on our channels.
Yep, it's all right at your fingertips, folks. Be sure you hit that notification bell if you want more content from this channel. But your time is valuable to me, and
Go for the low price of your time, low.
right, exactly. Oh, kept it from spinning. Yep, 1 hour endurance racing in Group 3 cars every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. And one make racing of a variety of different cars throughout the season, different tracks, road cars, on Sundays at the same time. I am getting close. I'm about 500 hours away from the 3,000. I'm over 3,000 including shorts for the year, but I'm about 600 hours short of the watch hour requirement, the 3,000 watch hour requirement in regards to live videos and full videos. Shorts hours, unfortunately, don't count towards that requirement from what I'm seeing. But we are over 3,000 for the year, just not,
I learned the hard way that shorts don't count.
Yeah, well, they count, you know, they bring people to the channel, dude. You know, bringing a lot of people to the channel. Like, I've gotten a ton of subscribers off of shorts in the last couple of years. Which does give you watch hours in the long haul, right? Hypothetically. But yeah, as far as the direct hourly count, nope, your views on shorts do not matter. I had 140,000 views over the last 365 days. You know, I've been streaming for years, but I had more than 50% of my watch hours happen in the last 10 months out of the 6-year period that I've been streaming for.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. I think I'm at 250,000 or 240,000 views, something like that, through the history of my channel, and most of that was in the last 10 months, more than half. So it's definitely climbing. You know, I don't know if I'll ever hit that 3,000 watch hour requirement in a 1-year period or not, because it seems like every time I calculate where I'm at, it ends up dropping back off. Maybe the time period resets or whatever the case. But it's kind of been a struggle of mine on this channel, is getting the watch hours. So I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out when you can. Wide open. I don't know how he did not lose more time than that going up there. It's interesting. Or a penalty, for that matter.
Gotta hang out every day.
Sir. Gotta run defensive here. I know this guy's fast. But he can't seem to hold the inside as well. Just a little further, man. I'm right there for the win, but it's alright. P2's good. We'll take it. Ran some pretty decent laps there without ASM on. It's interesting. We'll give the GGs to Wide Open, keeping it clean. If he learns how to hold the inside line on those big wide sweeping left turns, man, I think he'll definitely be better off.
GG's.
Hey, sir. Appreciate it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, y'all. I'm going to run, we'll give this 5 laps. We'll give this car 5 laps. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 laps. So we got 7 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm not going to enter with it necessarily. We're going to give this car, we'll give it like 3 laps and see real quick here. 2 laps, maybe 3, depending on timeline. Starts at 11:30, so we got 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes, whatever it is. Listen to that kitty purr. Love the sound of a Ferrari, man.
Has a cool sound too. URJ.
Right? Yeah, and the Mazda. The Mazda's got a ridiculous, ridiculous sound to it. I like the way the Ferrari feels, that's for sure. Very comfortable driving this car. Just don't know if I can bust anything faster than a 140.8. Gotta stop missing shifts, that's for sure. Send it a little harder. Let's try with ASM, just out of curiosity. Five more minutes. Thing is smooth like butter. Too fast on the gas. Alright, last lap. Yeah, I don't know. It's smooth through the chicane, but I'm having a hard time hugging the turns in this car. It's got to be because I'm like you said earlier, coasting longer, but I'll probably work on that if I don't bust into the 139s by tonight with the Huracan. I'll probably work on that in the Jaguar off stream tonight and see what I can end up with. And I appreciate the pointers, the tips. Mustang Chuck posting up in the Discord here. Drafting school, huh? Alright. Starting in the back in this one, looks like an A lobby. Oh. Yeah, need to get down into those 139s, folks. For sure. The one. Let's see how this goes. Interesting choice of cars. That's Rocco. What is that, a Swift behind me? Switch is actually pretty impressive. He's got the hatchback fever going there. Listening to the anti-lag system in that Suzuki whatever Swift car there. That thing is loud. You hear it backfire. Got the outside on me. He's still gonna hit me, because that's what they do, they hit you. Didn't realize there was one more there, that was my mistake. God, man. That right there, what you just saw, is the result of these settings. I would have been spinning on the other settings. Coming back off the menu, shutting off those assists. Trying to figure out how to make up time on these guys now that I've made a mistake. Now, I only really need 3 positions. So, I think 12th or better will be an up arrow for me in this lobby. Oh, come on, Carl. Ah. Let's go. You know, let's go front with the brakes and see what happens, because I'm kind of struggling to get the car slowed down. If anybody in the chat's been around the Huracan, let me know where you run your brake balance at in the Huracan, your Ford car, if you don't mind. Okay. Try that. Appreciate it. Tracking. Yeah, it's funny because Caliban was the guy that won when I placed second 2 races ago, or last race, or whatever. And that was a B lobby. This is an A lobby. And look where we're at. He's in 15th, I'm in 16th. That's the difference between B and A, like a whole second. It's crazy. Granted, I'm not running good laps here right now, but it seems like 3 to the front is a decent setting though. Can we get a hashtag not last, maybe? We'll see. There's a yellow. Not looking promising.
Don't understand why placed in lobbies with such a gap in times.
Right. I think it has to do with the amount of people that are online right now. This guy ahead of us has a 3-second penalty, yo. Hashtag not last. Yay! Top 15! Let's go. God, dude. Yeah, beat an A+ and went down. Imagine that, right? Because that makes sense. Didn't go down much. Yep. It's time to do some quali times. We're going to focus on qualification times now. For a little while. I'll try the Huracan at 3 to the front in quali. With ASM and not with ASM, without ASM, and see which one's better, and then we'll go through Ferrari, Jag. Because I know I can do good in a B lobby, but A lobbies, I'm not there yet. Not there yet on this account, on this race currently. You saw me last week racing with top drivers, Grove Street, all the A+s, doing good things on Saturday and Sunday last week. That's where we like to be by the weekend, every week, in and out. Do 5 laps without ASM, and then we'll do 5 laps with ASM and see on each car. Laps, it's 20 laps, so we're going to have a good bit of qualifying here, unless we bust into the 139s before that happens. Bust into the 139s before that happens, then we'll continue on and go to the race. And that 3 to the front seems pretty good, DMC. Thank you. You're gonna hold the inside line better than that. Way better than that. Let's try 5, just out of curiosity here. See what happens. Three more good laps here. I think we're just going to go ahead and assume ASM's better, because I feel way better with it. I ran that 140.889 with ASM, but brakes to the rear 1. So we're doing the now brakes to the front 3 with ASM on. Let's see how that compares. Oh yeah, much better with ASM on. Much better. Not in the 110 ballpark on that sector time. I'm doing something wrong. Even 110s are better. sloppy. Damn.
Touch the long curves before acceleration.
Okay. Let's go back to the rear. That's what you meant, Shazam, right? Gonna let the car glide over just a little bit more before I accelerate.
Yes.
Cool, thank you. It was a lot better through there. Ah, too much steering input there. Gotta make a straight line out of that, basically. Try 2 front, see what happens. Not really seeing any kind of improvement. Actually, lost time, it seems. It's just interesting. We'll do one more lap in this car, then we'll switch over to the Ferrari. Losing a lot of time there. Losing a lot of time there. Alright. Best lap is a 141.1 with ASM. Hate how you have to exit to change cars. Not a big fan of that. We haven't tried the Jag yet. Let's do the Jag first. Really, it's not going to let me buy tires. There it is. What? Oh, okay. on a second show. Alright. Any Jaguar replays? TT. I'm surprised the Bugatti's not good here, honestly. Like, you would think the Bugatti would be good. Alright, let's try the Jag. Sounds cool. Did he? Definitely an interesting feeling. Wheel feedback is stronger. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the live stream, man. I'm getting tired, y'all. I had a long night last night. I'll keep working on this lap time. I appreciate all y'all's advice. Please make sure you hit that like button, and we'll see you later on today if you're available at approximately, we'll go with 7 o'clock Central Standard Time today. Plan on being back here. If I don't make it, I'm sorry. It was a long night last night with the election going on, so. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I gotta trust my instincts a little bit, too. Trusting the grip, trusting the ability to send it into the turns a little harder, right? On the exits. But I don't have much faith in really any of these cars right now. Gotta gain that faith. Thanks for the advice, yo. Appreciate you. Everybody, thanks for the likes, man. New subscribers, old people. Let's go. Take care, y'all.